Okay, it looks like we are up and rolling. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Yoga for Aging Strong. I have 2 pairs of hand weights. Now, of course, if you do not want to use any external workload for class today, that's absolutely fine as well. We're going to be opening up the fronts of the shoulders, strengthening the backs of the shoulders to move us from this kind of posture to this kind of posture. Also going to be focusing on lengthening the hip flexors for low back pain and strength building. So what I'd like you to do to start is just to come to mountain, and then we'll take our palms forward and we'll press the arms back behind us. Now I want you to notice when you do this, go ahead and release it. As we press back, sometimes our back wants to arch. We're trying to get our arms further behind us, and I don't want anything to happen in your core. I just want you to press arms back and then release by your side. So I'm going to refer to this through class today as airplane arms. Now the angle of your airplane arms can be low, or you can try your arms up a little bit and pull back. Ooh, I feel that more in my bicep. That's interesting. So we're using the strength of the back of the shoulders and the upper back to provide the stretch for the front of the shoulders and the chest muscles. Now you can continue doing that as you are, or if you'd like to take your yoga strap, we'll bring that behind us and then separate your arms any width apart. So similar as to what we were doing before, we'll lift up and lower down. Now it's really easy for me to start losing my core control. When I lift my arms up, I can feel that I'm tipping back a little bit, but try to really brace through your abs when your arms come back behind you. And we'll take an inhale when the arms are back, and then an exhale to release. We're going to do this for about 1 more minute, and you can take your hands wider on the strap. So some of the benefits of using your yoga strap is you can press outward to connect with the medial deltoids, or the outside of the shoulders, while you're lifting up. So we're strengthening the sides and the backs of the shoulders while we're stretching the front of the shoulders. Okay, good. From here, take your arms back a comfortable amount, bend your knees a little bit, and then hinge forward from your hips. So I don't want you to round your back, and then rise up. Relax the arms. Lift behind you. Bend your knees and hinge. Come up. Now the amount you bend your knees, a lot of that depends on the length of your hamstrings and how flexible they are. So if you know you're pretty flexible down the backs of your legs, you can keep your legs straighter as you hinge forward. And we're tipping our pelvis. The ASIS, or the front of the pelvis, is tipping forward while the tailbone goes back. Two more times. Lift, soften the knees, hinge. This is our half lift forward fold. Come up. And one more. Lift, soften the knees, hinge. Rise up and lower down. All right. Let's release our strap for now. Notice what you're feeling in your shoulders. I already feel like I'm standing with better posture and I'm more open. So now what I want you to do is, without the strap, press back, hinge, and all we're going to do here is lower and lift our arms about halfway down and lift. Halfway down and lift. Just one more. Lift, hold it up, and then pull yourself up. Okay, with or without light hand weights. So what I have is 3s. I'm going to press the arms back, engage the backs of the shoulders, soften the knees, tip into your half lift, and then lower about halfway down and lift up 5 times. 4, scoop your abs in. 3, head is neutral. 2, up and hold, pull yourself up. Relax. Okay, one more time. Now, if the weights was too much, set them down. This is great to do without any workload. So we're working on range of motion and strengthening. Press the arms back. Soften the knees, hinge about halfway down or a little less. Lower halfway and lift. 5. These 3 pounds are very challenging for this. 4. 3. Keep your shoulder blades together as you lower your arms. Don't let them round apart. 2. Up and hold. Rise up and relax. Great. Okay, without weights, we'll do the next one. This time your palms are facing in. Lift those arms up behind you. Soften your knees and hinge. Keep your arms up behind you. Just bend your elbows and straighten. This is your tricep activation. And we're not swinging the arms forward. We're just bending the elbows about halfway and straightening. One more. Straighten the arms up. Hold airplane arms. Pull yourself up. Okay, we'll do 2 more sets. If you'd like to add weights, we'll go with that. Light, very light. Okay, shoulder blades back, palms facing in towards your thighs. Lift your arms, soften your knees, hinge. Half lift, forward fold. We bend our elbows and straighten. 5. Tuck your chin in a little bit, lengthen the back of your neck. 4. Scoop abs in and up. 3. Tip your tailbone back. 2. One more, straighten the arms. Hold. Pull up with your glutes and hamstrings and relax. Wow, am I the only one feeling this? Let's do one more set with or without weights. Palms facing in. Press back. Hold. Soften your knees. Hinge. Half lift, forward fold. Bend your elbows about halfway and straighten. 5. 4. Nice neutral spine. 3. 2. Up and hold. Lift, lift, lift. And stand. And relax the arms. Set those weights down. Beautiful. Separate your feet nice and wide. We'll turn the left foot out. Warrior 2. How do your arms feel? Ooh, mine feel like limp noodles. Okay, we're going to take the left arm, cross it on top of the right, and hug in. Pull your elbows over to the right and look left. Come back to center with the head and with the elbows. Inhale, open. Same side again, left arm on top of right. Hug in or come into eagle arms. Bring your elbows over to the right side. Look left. Now press your shoulder blades down. We're stretching a lot of those muscles we just worked in the last couple sequences, as well as the head and neck. Bring the head back to neutral. Unwrap the arms. Inhale. Exhale, left arm on top of right again. So now you can either hug here, you can wrap into eagle, or you can just pull this arm across and look to the left. So 3 choices with those arms, something for everyone to stretch through the shoulders. Good. Then unravel, warrior 2. Bring the hands either at your hips, pulling your shoulder blades back, or behind your back. Open up the chest and we'll come into humble warrior. So we're going to lower the upper body down a bit. Option to lift the arms up away from your back body. You can also do this without clasping your hands. So you can just lift those arms up, up, up. Let your head and neck relax. So maybe just move your head around a couple times to make sure you're not activating any muscles in your neck. One more breath. Then use the strength of your back body to lift up. Open out, warrior 2. Sink down a little deeper into that left leg. Tighten your right glute so you feel some release right here in the front of your left or right hip flexor. And we'll inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up. Exhale and drop down, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Just one more. It's a single leg press on that left side. Then lower the arms down. We'll straighten this left leg and pivot on the heel to turn the foot in. Turn the right heel out. Warrior 2. Take a nice big inhale here. The right arm crosses over the left as we wrap into a hug. Bring your elbows over to that back leg side and look to the right. Come back to center. Release and open the arms. Same side again, right arm on top. You can wrap into your hug or wrap into eagle arms. Bring your elbows across to the left, looking to the right. Drop your shoulder blades down. Find a nice stretch here right between the shoulder blades in the upper back. Come back to center. We'll open and we have one more option. Right arm on top. We can hug. We can wrap into eagle, or we can bring this right arm across the body and just hold it with the left hand. Look to the right. Tighten the left glute. Feel a release through your hip flexor. Good. Come back to your warrior 2. Hold. Maybe sink into that front knee just a little deeper. Then bring hands to the hips or behind your back. You could even use your yoga strap behind you, and we'll fold into humble warrior. So start to drop the chest down. You can release the arms and just lift them behind your back body, reaching the fingertips up behind you. Relax your neck. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. On your next natural exhalation, push into that right foot and pull yourself up. Reach out, warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend that knee. Make sure it's tracking right over the center of your foot. Inhale. Exhale, tighten this left glute. Feel the hip flexor lengthening. Shoulder blades are down and back. One more. Breathe. And warrior two. Good. Drop the arms. Pivot. Walk your feet in just a little bit with your toes turned out. We'll come into a goddess squat. Good. Now, if you'd like to choose to add some workload here, we'll be reaching up into five-pointed star and coming down into your goddess squat. So just decide if you want to choose a little workload. I'm just going to pick my threes again. Good. So get your position really nice. First, make sure your knees open back. So try not to let them roll forward. So pull out with the outside of your glutes. On your inhale, reach up any amount. Now for you, it might be right here. And then exhale. Now retract your shoulder blades back. Your elbows should be slightly behind your body. Breathe in. And exhale. We'll take three more of these. Five-pointed star. Pull the elbows and shoulder blades back. Tighten those muscles. Two more. One more time. Now hold this into the legs. Again, with or without workload, we're going to rotate the hands down any amount. Now this is all up to your range of motion in your shoulders. Then rotate back. So my elbows are below the level of the top of my shoulders. And we have internal and external rotation of the humerus. If your quads start really talking to you, come up out of your goddess squat. Otherwise, let's stay into it. Three more slow repetitions. Good, two more. One more time, rotate. Then straighten the legs, close the arms down. Great job. Let's release our hand weights. Stretch out the legs, shake them out a little bit. Okay, either using your chair or the floor, we're going to come into downward dog for a nice stretch down the backs of the legs. So we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down either to the chair or to the floor. Walk your feet back behind you. Really stretch through the shoulders here. Push back off of your hands and let your heels sink down toward the earth. Relax your head and your neck. Now slightly broaden through your shoulder blades. I don't want them to collapse together. I want you to use the chest muscles and the shoulders to stabilize the shoulder girdle. 2 more breaths. Let the heels sink a little deeper. One more breath. And then we'll walk the feet back in. Reverse swan dive, come up. And just lower the arms. So again, you can use your chair or the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down to place the hands. And we'll step the right foot back into a lunge. So I want you to go pretty far back. And then rise up. Airplane arms, push back. And we're just going to hold this nice and steady. So a nice deep bend in your front knee, pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. Back heel is lifted. Unless you need a little bit more stabilization, you can plant your heel down. Good. Reach back to the floor or chair. Step the back foot in. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, swan dive down, softening your knees, hands to the chair or to the floor. Step your left foot way back. Rise up, finding your balance. Make sure that your feet aren't exactly in front of the other, like you're standing on a balance beam. Airplane arms. Now tense this back leg glute. Slightly tuck the pelvis. You feel that wonderful stretch in the hip flexor. Scoop your abs in. We're breathing. Great. Let's reach forward to the floor or chair. Step the back foot in. Reverse swan dive. Rise up. Arms float by your side. So we have the option of using our hand weights. If you're using your chair, have your lighter ones there or down on the floor if you're going all the way to the floor, because that's where we'll pick them up. So inhale, reach. Exhale, swan dive down. Take hold of your weights. Step the right foot way back to that lunge. And then we'll rise up. Turn the palms to face the back. Airplane arms. Now we did this early at the beginning of practice. Lower your arms about halfway down and lift up. 5. Tense your right glute to stretch the hip flexor. 4. Balance and stability. 3. Pull the abs in for that nice core connection. 2. Up and hold. Then lower your hands down. You'll bring the weights down to the floor or chair. Step the back foot in. And we'll just let go of the weights. Reverse swan dive, reach up. And arms by your side. Each time you come by your side with arms, pull those shoulder blades back. Let's do one more set with or without the weights. Breathe in. Breathe out, swan dive down to collect your weights to the floor or chair. Step the left foot back. Nice big step, but make it doable for you. Come up, turn your palms behind you, find your airplane arms. 5 repetitions, lower partway down and lift. 5. This is your range of motion, whatever that might be. 4. 3. Tense that left glute. 2. Up and hold. 1. Release. Take the weights to the floor or chair. Step the back foot forward. Let the weights go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms by your side or slightly behind you into a wonderful mountain pose. All right, let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down, hands to the floor or chair. Take a smaller step back behind you with your feet pretty parallel. Come into pyramid pose. So we can have our hands on the chair. We can support here at the shins, or we can bring our arms back to airplane arms. Now, if you'd like to collect your weights and they're within reach, we're going to do 5 of our tricep kickbacks here in pyramid. Palms facing in, lift those arms, hold them up. Bend your elbows and straighten. 5. Feeling a stretch in your hamstring front leg. There's a soft bend in the knee. Abs are scooped up. 3. 2. And hold it up. Lower the arms down. Now, if you're okay to stay here in pyramid, arms are down. We're going to open them both out to the side for a rear deltoid fly. 5. Open. 4. Now, you can always bend your knee a little bit more here in that front leg. 3, especially if the hamstrings are really complaining here on this stretch. 2. And 1. Good. Reach the weights either to the floor or chair. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, rise up. Exhale, arms by your side. Just notice, what do you feel is different between the left leg and the right leg in the hamstring? Okay, last set. We'll breathe in. Swan dive down to collect your weights. We'll step the left foot back just a little bit. Keep the foot pretty parallel and straighten out the right leg as much as you feel comfortable. Then with or without those weights, we're going to lift them back. Hold your arms up. 5 tricep kickbacks. Bend your elbows and straighten. Scoop your abs in. Breathing. Check your head position for neutral. Shoulder blades are back. Really strong through the upper back, upper body. 2. Last 1. Pause, hold it up. Then lower the arms down. With or without the weights, open out. Reverse deltoid fly. 5. Slow and controlled. Exhale. 4. If that right hamstring's complaining, bend your knee more. 3. 2. And 1. Lower. Set the weights, floor or chair, step the back foot forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive, come up. Exhaling, down. Okay, standing bird dog with an option for one single heavy weight, one arm row. So let's do the weight in the left hand. Let's see, I gotta think about this. Our right hand's gonna come to the chair and our right leg goes back. Yes, that's correct. So we should have our right hand on the chair, our left foot on the floor, the weight in the left hand. Now really level off your pelvis and we'll pull the elbow up and back. 5. Pull. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now stay in that bird dog and just set your weight to the chair and we'll come into revolved half moon. So your first option is to put your left hand on your hip and start to twist to the left. Option to lift that left arm up. Breathe. And lower down. Lower the right leg. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise up. Exhale the arms down. Boy, I really felt that in my left hip, in that standing hip. So now the right foot will be the one that's on the floor. Our left hand is on the chair. Our right hand takes the weight and our left leg is back. Now there's no rush to start the movement. I want you to level off your pelvis, find your core connection, shoulder blades down and back, head neutral, and then when you've got your alignment, we can start. Pull that weight up. 5. Now resist gravity as you're lowering that weight down. Try not to just let it fall. 3 more. And 2. Straighten that back leg, tighten the glute. 1 more. Stay in your bird dog, place your weight down. Revolved half moon. The right hand comes to the hip as we start to turn right, or the arm raises. Now you can always set your back toes down to the floor to help you balance here. This is excellent too with the foot down. 1 more breath. Come out of the twist. Step the back foot in. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhaling down. Okay, we're going to use our chair to help us stretch the hip flexor. What I want to be sure is that your chair is not going to slide out from underneath you. So give yourself some room for your foot to come up onto your chair. Let's take our left foot up there on top of the chair. And then you're going to lean into this. So what we're focusing on is the back leg, your right leg hip flexor. So tuck your tailbone, tighten your right glute. I'm using the back of my chair to help me balance, or you can place your hands right on your front thigh. If you feel okay to let go of your right arm, lift it up and side stretch to the left. Good. Keep tightening that right glute. Open that hip flexor. And inhale, back up. Exhale the arm. Now we're simply going to straighten out this foot that's on the chair. Come into your airplane arms and hinge forward any amount. Now I'm doing airplane arms to accentuate the openness of the shoulders, but if you feel like you don't have the balance to do this and you need to support, go ahead and bring your fingers down wherever you need to feel comfortable. Standing knee, that right one has a little bit of a bend to it, and we don't want to hunch just so we can get our upper body down more. Want to keep our spine as neutral as possible. On your next natural inhale, rise up. And exhale, lower the arms. Carefully step the foot off the chair. Oh, wow. I feel like my body's tipping to one side. I need to stretch the other side. So let's step our right foot up to the top of the chair. Make sure it's not going to slide out from underneath you. We'll lean into it. Now, if your back foot is parallel, you might feel this stretch in your calf in the back foot as well. But what I'm going for is right here in the hip flexor. So we want to tuck slightly posterior pelvic tilt. I'm feeling this all the way down my quad because it's very tight. Option to reach the left arm up and side bend toward the right. This is a wonderful balance challenge as well. Do what you can here. Okay, let's come back up, releasing the arm down. Start to straighten out the front leg. Square your pelvis. Sometimes our pelvis wants to scissor when one leg is in front. Airplane arms are our option. And then hinge forward and stretch. Remember, you can lower your arms to support your body as well. Pull those shoulder blades back. One more breath. Then inhaling, rise up. And carefully step your foot from the chair. Good. Now, if going down to your knees is not comfortable, I want you to repeat those two stretches using your chair, just like we did. If you're okay to go down to your knees, and I do need to get my blanket ready, we're going to do the hip flexor and the hamstring stretch down on the mat. So we'll come down to our knees, and the left foot will step forward first. So your choice is to take your left foot to the top of your chair. Now keep walking that front leg forward. Now, if this is a tough stretch to reach the ground, you can place your hand on a block. And we're going to tighten the glute on that back leg and stretch the front of the right hip. Some of you might have this flexibility to come down, maybe to the right elbow. So we'll just take this wherever you would like to. Another option is to turn out the left foot and let your left knee open out a little bit. This is dragon pose. It's our low lunge with variations. I like this one with a twist, pressing the left leg out, turning the gaze up. Okay, let's prepare for the hamstring stretch. So we're going to align the left foot back to straight ahead, shift the weight back, straightening out the left leg. You can use your chair here to support your hands, or again, a block. Now, I don't think I have the capability to, but maybe a couple of you could try this in airplane arms. Yeah, my balance doesn't seem like I can do that today. That's okay. And also, my right knee, the one that has not been replaced yet, is not liking being on there without the support of my hands. Let's get a couple more breaths. And then the way I like to come out of this is to put both hands to the inside of my left leg and just swing it around. And let's come into a child's pose, or if you're doing this on the chair, that standing option, use your chair for a down dog. Okay, when you're ready, let's get into position with the right foot forward or onto your chair. If you're on the mat, you're going to keep inching this foot way ahead in front of you. Keep going, and then bend the knee and sink into the left hip. Then you're going to find wherever you want to be in this pose. If you're using the chair, you can do the option lifting your left arm up and doing that side bend. If you're on the mat, you can turn out your right foot and even use that little twist. Oh, this is really, when I do the twist, I feel so much more lengthening in the front of my left hip. Good, nice rhythmic breathing. Excellent. Let's start to come out of the stretch. Realign your right foot forward if you turned it out. Shift back to straighten the right leg any amount. Now I think I could do the airplane arms on this side. Check your neutral spine. Make sure you're not dropping your head and hunching your back. I like to pull my toes up so that really increases the stretch down the posterior chain into the hamstring. Make sure you're gently engaging your core. Perhaps close your eyes for a couple of breaths. All right. I'm going to bring my right hand around to the middle so I can sweep my right leg back around, taking an extended child's pose or puppy pose, or if you're standing up, use your chair for a down dog. Okay, we're going to do a seated happy baby. So if you would like to sit on your chair or come down and sit on the floor. So if you can visualize a happy baby, it's done on your back. You have your knees bent toward you. They're really wide, and we're pulling the knees down toward the armpits. So if you're sitting in your chair, sit toward the edge of your chair, open your legs really wide, and reach down to the floor. If you're doing this on the floor, you're going to be doing what I'm doing here. You can also grab your feet and pull yourself forward. Now for me, this is a big low back stretch. Our hamstrings are out of the picture for the most part because our knees are deeply bent. Two more breaths. And come up. Okay, we'll do a seated figure 4 stretch. So you can be in your chair or down onto the mat. So what we'll do is straighten out the left leg, bring the right ankle to cross the left, or right ankle to cross the left thigh. So same thing if you're sitting in your chair. And we're going to start to slide up with the left leg. You can hold on gently here and lean your upper body forward. So this is like pigeon. That's another option you could do, but I really get a wonderful stretch doing this seated, and it's not something we often do. If you're sitting in your chair, you have the right ankle crossed over and you're leaning forward any amount to stretch your right hip. Two more breaths. Okay, lift the chest back up. Slide the left leg back out to straight. You're going to just let this ankle cross over, sit up tall, and twist. Same thing in the chair. Your ankle is crossed over your thigh. You're rotating toward the right side. Now, while we're holding this twist, I want you to move your head in various positions to find a nice stretch for your neck. So I'm going to try dropping my chin down a little, tipping the ear to the side a little, rotating the chin each direction, or maybe a half circle. Okay, let's come out of the twist and do a counter twist the other way. Just one big inhale and exhale. Good, come back to center. So let's switch for our seated pigeon. Right leg is straight. Left ankle crosses above the knee, preferably. Let this knee open and start to slide your right leg to bend it as much as you feel comfortable. Lean into that left leg. Flex your left ankle. Now try to sit tall. Lengthen your neck. Pull your shoulder blades down. So you're really activating our lats. Maybe close your eyes, come inside. Noticing the sensations, the energetic effect of your practice here in this stretch. Good, very nicely done. Let's start to straighten that right leg back out. The ankle is crossed over. We're placing the foot to the floor. You could also place it on the same side rather than the opposite side. Sit tall, twist to the left. Nice long spine, looking behind you. And then just start to move your head and your neck in various positions. This is where I start to hear the crunching that's in my neck bones. A little bit of degenerative disc disease. It's normal. Most of us have a little bit of that at this stage of life. Okay, let's come to our counter twist for just one big deep breath. And exhale. And back to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Even if you're sitting up in your chair, you can do this. Just bend your knees and let your knees open apart. Sit tall. Now for me, this is a big stretch just to stay right here. For you, it might not be, so you can start to fold your upper body forward a little bit. You may feel this in your low back. Make sure it's gentle. And rise up. We're going to stretch the quad and hip flexor one more time. You might need your yoga strap for this. I know I'm going to on one leg. So let's keep the right leg to the front. Take your left leg back like you're sitting in a Z sit. Now, if you can grab your ankle and be able to pull your leg back until you get a stretch here, that's your option. If you can't reach the ankle, you loop your yoga strap here and you use your strap to pull back. Another option is just to set your leg on the floor back as far as you can and then bring your hands behind you and lean back any amount until you feel the stretch. So a lot of options here. We're looking for down the front of the thigh and the hip flexor. And one I like is to balance and reach the right arm up. Tighten that left glute. Try to pull your knee back a little further. Very nice. And let's release that side. Switch the configuration of your feet for the opposite direction. So we're over on our left hip. So this is my knee replacement side. I can get a hold of that one much easier. So we have this as an option, possibly lifting the arm. We have our yoga strap as an option, or we can support our arms behind us and lean back. Find a pain-free edge and maintain it. Tighten that right glute, pull the knee back a little further. And release it down. Find a comfortable position for a shavasana. You can be sitting up for a seated meditation. You can be sitting in a chair. You can lay on your back. You can lay on your side. You can bend your knees, let them fall together. You can extend the legs out long. Let's close our eyes and bring our awareness to the belly. And send the breath deep into the belly. Let it expand as you breathe in. And draw in as you breathe out. Just check in on your physical body. and the benefits of your hard work today and the dedication you have to your yoga practice, to your support and participation of the LisaBug community. See if you can make your body feel just 5% more relaxed. Bring to mind one or two things or persons that you are especially grateful for in your life today. Let's prepare to close our practice. And we'll join one another back on our feet the way we started practice today in a nice mountain pose. So take your time to get there. You know, sometimes this is the hardest part, coming out of relaxation back onto your feet. So take your time. We'll just take 3 breaths here as we started our practice today, which was inhaling back into airplane arms, exhaling to lower them down. 2 more. Breathe in, expand, tighten through the upper back, keep your abs engaged. One more time, pull back, airplane arms, hold. This time, slowly allow your arms to rise up and to circle up, pressing the palms together, drawing the thumbs into the heart. It has been my honor and pleasure to guide you through your practice today. Be well and namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Liz, I got your message that you can't stay today, so I will talk to you later. And I'm going to shut our recording off and go back on my other device, and we will chit chat.